to my channel. Now for today's reaction video, I thought that we would jump into something a little bit different. Now this is from a series, or this is going to be a part of a new series that I'm very familiar with. Some of you may be familiar with it who look at this video, but this is, I guess, the continuation of the Vampire Diaries, which has been one of my personal favorite series as far as the Vampire Diary establishment. I mean,
that's all, folks.
Like besides True Blood and the Twilight movies, but this kind of has its own separate lane. I kind of feel like, I don't know, I just feel like it has its own separate lane because there's just a lot more to it, or it's just, I don't know, it may feel more personal for me, but regardless of the fact, oh, and then also the originals, I can't believe I forgot that, that's the spin-off from Vampire Diaries, but yeah, so this is going to be, I guess, their second spin-off from the Vampire Diaries, even though Vampire Diaries has already been extinguished. But this is their, like, phoenix from the flames, called Legacy. So it'll be interesting to see who all is going to be in it. From what I can tell, Rick, I believe his name was, who was the father to the two witch kids, twins, who was a part of the Gemicide family, if I'm saying everything correctly, which I feel like I am, but okay, whatever. They're going to, I guess he's spearheading this whole show, so it'll be interesting to see what exactly it all has out for us. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump straight to the video, shall we? In 2009, The Vampire Diaries launched a spectacular 8 seasons. Yeah, that was my show with Miss Bonnie, and it's been a minute. I mean, it's been a minute since I've, you know, seen the show. I looked at it in the beginning of this year, I believe. Again, like just rewatched it all. But Claire, I think. Yeah. Then of course the Salvatore brothers.
We're taught the difference between a hero and a villain. Good and evil. A savior and a lost cause. But what if the truth is that the only difference is just who's telling the story?
Elena. Oh no, that's not. She looks like her for a minute.
I come from a long line of the villains in your stories. I'm the daughter of a werewolf and a vampire.
Oh!
The granddaughter of a witch. They call me the Tri-Bred. I'm the only one of my kind.
See, I haven't finished the original, so I didn't know. I knew that they had a daughter, but I didn't see, I haven't finished watching it.
Except one.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
We teach discipline, compassion, a little magic, but mostly it's a place where we keep things safe. You know, I've just spent a lot of time with supernatural people who are never comfortable in who they were. These kids will be better.
The locals think we're a school for troubled rich kids. The troubled part is true. We fall asleep.
So they're all like
and pass notes
a part of the. They all know that they have powers, so it's not like a typical high school.
Stances. They fall in and out of love and break each other's hearts. Like so many who came before us, we're not all good. We're not all bad, but we are all different, whether we like it or not. Any one of us could snap and become the villain of someone else's story. That's why there are rules.
Oh, the bell.
Rule number 1. No one can know who we are or what we can do. Thanks, lady. Rule number 2. Don't get close with the locals. When we open up to strangers, we risk exposing our secrets. You want me to dance with you?
Kind of living in the moment here.
When local boy Landon Kirby entered my life, I learned the consequences of breaking the rules. In opening up to an innocent, I opened the door to something bigger than both of us, something bigger than the school, its secrets, or even the town of Mystic Falls. Something that could bring us all to our knees. This is a story of magic, of secrets and betrayals, first loves and first heartbreaks. It's a story of friendship and family, of battling our own demons.
So is this twins in there? Oh wait,
This is a story.
those were
Our
like
story.
recaps, I
About
think,
trying to be
right?
normal in a world that's anything but. The only question is, will we be its heroes or its villains?
Interesting. Interesting. Okay, October. So we got October to look forward to it. I mean, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, that was kind of, not even kind of, that was really kind of exciting. So, okay. Like, honestly, I'm thrilled, but at the same time, I don't know, it's like, I guess it's a half and half, because on one hand, it's like, it's awesome that they're moving it and they're showing us like what the place has become since we've last seen it, which is cool. But I haven't, like, as far as like what we saw in the trailer, it didn't look like there was too much of a wow factor. It didn't look like there was like a thing where I'm like, you know, like holding my chest and I'm like clenching my pearls, even though I don't have pearls on, or my bracelets, I guess you could say, whatever. But it wasn't anything that really like made me just fall back. The only thing that really made me fall back was just seeing like, or knowing who some of the characters were. Like me finding out of the hybrid daughter. I was like, oh, so she's in the show. I didn't know that. And I'm curious because they didn't really show, or they didn't really make it too much of a point to really introduce his twins. So I don't know where his twins lie in all of this, because I would think that they would be like somewhere up in age, maybe somewhere around her age. No, I think they'll be older than her, because when the twins were born, they were already kind of walking and talking. And they weren't talking. Well, yeah, they were talking a little bit, but you know, the baby was still a youngin at that time, because the last episode that I saw from the originals is when Klaus gave his daughter to his sister, and his sister drove out with their child, or with Klaus's child and Haley's child. And Rebecca drove out and was trying to hide the baby from out of the city, and someone tracked her to try and get after the baby. So I remember that scene. I think that was maybe around season 2, I think, or maybe season 3. I'm not for sure. But I'm still like in the early stages of the original series. So I haven't had a real chance to jump into that. I was going to do that right after looking at the Vampire Diaries binge that I had for them. But I was like, the Vampire Diaries kind of gave me all I needed from my vampire binge. But when I'm ready to step back into that limelight, then I'll go straight to the originals, because you know, Marcus, or I forgot what, I think that's his name. Isn't it Marcus, the black guy? Girl, he is fine as a motherfucker. But you know, I digress. Anyways, yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and hopefully, you know, they saved the good stuff for the actual show and they didn't really do it for the trailer. But I mean, that's kind of a disadvantage for the trailer, but hopefully it's not too much of a disservice for the actual show, or for the actual series. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I definitely will be staying in tune with the series, and let me know if you guys will want me to keep track with you guys. I'm thinking about doing like a review for series and stuff like that, for TV shows that I normally watch. I've seen that from a lot of other YouTubers, and I kind of found it interesting, because I watch television like primarily a lot. So you know, I'm kind of like a TV connoisseur. It's that, you know, I may not be all that connoisseuring or whatever. But yeah, so if you guys would enjoy that, then I would definitely try to work that in for you guys, and try, you know, something a little different for my channel and whatnot. So with that all being said, I will talk to you later, and just always remember to PLEs, like, comment, and subscribe to all my videos, and keep shining bright, my true blue diamonds. Bye.
Go home, folks.